Okay guys, welcome back. So this will be the part 2 of live trading. So in the previous video we saw this very clean move to the upside from this 50 MA where they bounced up and created this green vector candle, which tells me that there is more buying than selling in the previous 10 candles on average. So market makers were bidding longs as price was dropping, and now they pushed up very quickly and people got stopped out, and you can see just the fast nature of the nature of how fast price pushed up. So that was the logic from the long. If you guys didn't see the video, you will have it in the description. And then this move to the upside happened. We can see that they broke this previous high as well. And I'm gonna expect price to push down now. So we can see that price to the upside happened when this green vector candle came in at lows. And what we can see at the highs is a red vector candle at highs. So it's literally the same thing, but the opposite. So I'm gonna play some shorts now on Nasdaq and S&P to possibly trade towards this previous high, or maybe even towards this 50 MA. We can see just how much imbalances they left out from this move to the upside. So naturally, I'm gonna expect some moves to the downside. Okay, we got filled. We are filled on the Nasdaq. So I'd be risking around $500 on Nasdaq. You see how it pushed up, Nasdaq pushes up, but then it drops down as well. So it gives me the clue that some seller is coming in here and is trying to push down. I can see also that there is more offers stacking at the highs than the bids, which means if price wants to push up, it needs to break through more offers than if it were to push down, and it would need to break through less bids. And if we restart the meters, we can see if there is more buying or selling. We can see that price is trying its best to just hold this zone, but then we see a lot of selling happening. There is of course a bids trying to buy from those sellers to then push up, but we can see that there is not that much buying when price pushes up. There is more sellers here, so I'm gonna expect some moves to the downside very shortly. We can also see that there is some empty shops, which means you see how no one transacted at this point, and the market doesn't like when no one transacts at certain points because they make money off people transacting, and when they see that no one transacted here, they want to go down to transact. As I said, they made some money. So let's just be patient and wait and see what happens next. I'd happily play some shorts on the S&P as well, because if I'm looking to short Nasdaq, then of course I'm gonna expect that S&P will drop soon, so I'm gonna exploit a move on the S&P as well. There's a move down. We kinda see a push up as well, but then it moves down. There's the move. Kinda missed the move on the S&P. That's good. I mean, that's okay. Nasdaq's moving down anyways. We can see just how much more selling there is than buying. 21 on the sell side, 16, it's still dropping. There's the move. I'm going short on the S&P as well. There's the drop, $300 profit. We are at 13 EMA, so I'm gonna look to take some profits. I'm gonna get out from the Nasdaq trade. There we go, $300 profit. S&P is still trying to move down, 74 on the sell side, 11, there's the move down. I'm gonna take one contract off if I get filled. Keeps moving up. Gotta be very careful. Nasdaq's moving up now. So yeah, I expected S&P to move down lower from this point, but as you can see, I entered very badly. I entered as price was moving down, so I kinda got caught in a trap right now. We can see selling, but I can also see bids coming in to protect. So it's not really looking good. That's a very fast push down. That's what I like. 119 on the sell side again. So people are selling. This will be my stop. So if they break this point, they're gonna probably push up even more. And our stop gets hit, which is okay, of course. So yeah, that's a mistake on my end. That should not happen. Me going short on the S&P when the move on Nasdaq happened already is not really a good, a good thing to do. And there is no reason for me to take profits on the S&P, on the Nasdaq, but then leave some on the S&P. So, I mean, it's okay. Like, we made 300 on the Nasdaq anyways, so we lost like what, 150 on the S&P. So we are still up 150. Maybe we can exploit some more movement. Let's see. Maybe they can push up now. Who knows? Maybe to this imbalance up here. Let's wait and see. I can see buyers and sellers, but it's more selling. Then we see a drop down. I'd be very careful with any longs or shorts. We can see there is more selling on the S&P, but there's more buying on the Nasdaq. So it's very interesting dynamic. We can see that Nasdaq is trying to push up, but S&P is struggling, so it's kind of weighing down on the Nasdaq as well. And we can see this white line, as you can see across both DOMs. We can see there is a white line, and usually I like to, if one asset is above the line and one is below, I like to short on the one asset that is above the line, on the idea that the one that is below will drag this one to the downside as well. So you're basically going short from a higher point to then profit sooner. But that both can work for the longs as well. If one is below and one is above, you can go long on the one that is below. Okay, Nasdaq's moving down. S&P is moving down as well. There is still more selling on the S&P compared to Nasdaq. You can see that there is more buying on the Nasdaq, but not on the S&P. It's moving down again. I don't know. I don't really like this move. You see how the sellers come in on the S&P, but then they get picked up. So we are right now touching the previous high, as you can see. Can we maybe see a bounce from this high? Or maybe a move to the 50 MA. I can see there is a lot of imbalances right here at 50 MA. Okay, I'm gonna go short on Nasdaq. I'm gonna go short on the S&P as well. We saw that 53 how it came in and then it dropped down very fast. So my entries are a bit off today. You saw how I'm basically going long or going short when price already made a move to the downside, so it happens, you know. Not really happy with my entries today. But then we can see a move to the downside anyways. So these are the vector candles being recovered. There we go. Can they break this 50 MA? They probably will. This would be my take profit. This imbalance recovery down here below the 50 MA. $100 profit. We can see 81 came here on the sell side. So maybe this player will come in again to sell. There is still more selling than buying on both assets, which is great. I'm seeing some buying on the S&P now, 47. That's a nice move down again. You see how they try to go up, but then they push down. Not seeing any sellers. I need to be very careful. But then that funny one comes in. I have to be very careful because I'm not seeing that many sells at the 50 MA. But I'm not also not seeing any buyers as well. 17 comes in. But you see how they can't push up. Then you see the 22 comes in. Then this fast push up, yeah. I can't expect this move to happen. I gotta be patient now. Let's restart the meters. So I'm still bearish on both assets because I still have these imbalances down here that I can trade towards, and as you can see, this area is consistent with price pushing up to then quickly come down again. So some big players here protecting their sells or their shorts, and there is some liquidity down below this 50 MA that they will like to try and sweep down too. S&P pushing up, 53 on the offer, that's nice. But you can see how S&P just has a battle where you can see a lot of sellers and buyers at the same time. But then the buyers win and they push up. So I'm just waiting to see if a big seller will come into, will come. As we can see, there's another battle happening right now as we speak. So you can see how there is two-digit buying and selling at the same time at a certain price point. And now, right now, we're going to pay attention to see who wins. So it looks like sellers are winning because price is dropping. 92 came in here. So we're going to mark that 92 off because it's a bigger sell than the average. Then we see some buyers coming in again. There's the push up, 83 comes in. That's a big bid, which gets offered out straight away. Then it pushes up again. So I'm probably going to get out from this trade. Yeah, let's get out. Okay, so we took a loss. No problem, take a loss next trade, you know. We had a good logic of going short to trade towards these last imbalances down here. We also didn't really see any buying coming in, but then we saw that push up. Then we saw those battles happening, those little battles, and we can see that the result is price pushing up. Then a battle again, price pushes up. Then you see that big bid comes in, it gets offered out straight away, but then they push up anyways. So take a loss, no problem, 150. So we are basically break even now. But we can see there is still more buying. I'm gonna reset the meters to maybe try and look for a trade again. That's a nice drop down. I'm gonna go long on both assets right now. Because you can just see how easily price pushes up. It's like a slow churn to the upside. You can see how S&P pushes up and there is very little, how do you say it? Very little retraces down. So it kind of tells me that this move to the upside has a very strong potential. And as price is moving up, you can see a lot of sellers coming in as well. But then you can see that there is always a big bid matching the sell and just buying from those sellers. So it's giving me the idea that they will move up even more. So there's the move up anyways. You can see just how they close one positive candle, two positive candles, three positive candles, moves up, moves up. It's moving up even more. You can just see the amount of strength in this move. You see again, sellers come in, but then you see the speed matching the sells. And now you will see a move up again. I just need to see some buyers coming in. You see, again, move up. Come on. Can I see that move up again? You see sellers coming in. Bids matching the sells. Buying from the sellers. Come on. Can I see a move up again? I'm gonna look to get out from the trade right now. Dropping. Gotta be very careful. You see again, comes down to quickly pushes up. You see sellers being matched with bids. Can you see the flush up? Come on. trading towards this 46 offer. 72 comes in, 95, 106, seeing some sells, gotta be careful. Gotta be very careful right now. There's a move up. 300 Nasdaq. I'm gonna lock in the profits. Okay, it got filled. Anyways, that's okay. So yeah, you saw the management of the trades. You saw how quickly we changed direction, how we were selling from the lower point. And as I said, I wasn't really in the moment today to catch any moves because I was just waiting for a perfect setup and I missed every move. And I just shorted from the 50 MA where I expected support to come into play anyways. And thankfully, I got out from the trade, accepted the loss, moved on, and focused on the new entry. And we can see that the new entry was how easily price pushed up on the S&P. You just saw that those battles, as I said, happening. And then the result is always a move up. And then it moves up again, and it moves up again. So just went 2 contracts long on the S&P and Nasdaq, and we profited on the move. So I'm gonna check how much have we made. So here we can see this 550 was made on the previous trades, the previous 2 that I traded and posted on the previous video. And today we can see that we lost, we made 300, then we lost 300 on the both trades, and then we made back and made another 450. So the total profit is 637, which is fairly nice. I had some losses before as well, as we can see. I had a 325 loss and a 3750 loss as well, but I didn't record these trades. So yeah, very nice profits, 637, very happy. So yeah, guys, hope you learned something. Not the best trading that I had. I was very off today. Just didn't feel right. My head is kind of slow. You can see even me not really being able to talk fast. I don't know what happened, but it's okay. Next day will come stronger, I hope. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.